What's going on, everybody? It's Pastor Pierre. I just wanted to share something very briefly with you. The Bible says in Psalm 62, verse 1, it says, "My soul finds rest in God alone, and my salvation comes from Him." And I think it's important for us as believers to recognize that our salvation and resting, they correlate and they have a lot to do with one another. And I was at a point in my life where felt like I was going crazy. I was wondering if I had lost grace or if I had run out of the grace of God. But what I recognized was that I wasn't resting and I was not taking my regular times of rest. And I know that we've been talking with our e-church and even our church in Cedar Grove and in Montclair, we've been talking about getting our fight back and now taking back and taking a hold of those things that God promised us and now reigniting our dreams and whatnot. But I don't want us to forget the importance of rest, because there has to be balance that we go through in life. And what I found is that because I wasn't resting, what I was doing is that I was relying on myself to now meet my needs and all the dreams that God had given me and all the visions. What I recognized was that I was telling God, you are not able to now fulfill these things and cause for these things to come to pass. And and I can say that because in Exodus, the 34th chapter, in verse, I believe it's 21, it tells us that, listen, that we must rest. And let me just get it for you. From the New International Version, it says in verse 21, 6 days you shall labor, but on the seventh day you shall rest. Even during the plowing season in harvest, you must rest. And what it was that God was talking to Israel, and He was saying that even during the peak of the season, even during the most exciting time where you have the ability to experience the greatest harvest, perhaps if you're like me, that now you have so many opportunities coming about. God says that even during the best time of your life, even during the greatest time where you can go here and go there, where people are calling upon you to do this and to offer your services, where everybody wants a piece of you because they just see that the hand of God is on your life. God's saying that even during the peak of the season, even during the greatest time of harvest, you must rest. And the Bible says you must. That four-letter word, it's powerful right there, meaning that it's not an option. So I just want to let you know that if you are not taking times of rest, that you're actually operating in disobedience. And that's where I found myself, that I was operating in disobedience. And it's one of those cliche church sayings that if you don't take time to rest, God's going to make you rest. And that's what happened with me. That in the peak of my season, the peak of life, that I was experiencing harvest on every side, opportunities coming from every side of this globe, that God made me rest, because still I was relying on myself to cause for these things to come to pass. And here was, I broke a whole bunch of bones and I had no choice but to sit back and just rest. So I encourage you that if you want to now give this practical application to it, one, you got to protect your time of rest, meaning that you have got to now set up some healthy boundaries. And if you do not set up your healthy boundaries, and if you do not protect your rest that God has commanded you to do, no one else will. So you have got to now protect your space, protect your time of rest. And perhaps, if you're like me, I always said I couldn't stand going on vacation because I felt like I was going to miss out on something at home, and something's going to need me, somebody's going to need me, so I have to stay. So perhaps, or you're even going through some financial troubles that you cannot go on a time of vacation. I encourage you to do this. Take small rests. Take mini vacations throughout the months, or perhaps maybe if you want to do it every few weeks, if you're married, go away with your spouse, even just find one of them roach motels and just get away and have a little fun. Just go away, change your environment a little bit. Even if you take off on a Saturday, or if you're already off on Saturday, go away and experience a new environment, and it'll actually just give you the chance to get out of the area that you're in. And then three, I want to make sure that you schedule your timeouts. Schedule your timeouts. And many times when people are off from work or they're not serving in ministry, they save those days where they're technically off. They save those days to run all of their errands, do the things that they have to do. And I would encourage you not to do that. That spread those things out. If you have a bunch of places to go or a bunch of things to do throughout the week, spread them out so that then by the time your day of rest comes, or your time of time out comes, that you have nothing to do except for to just chill, rest, pick your toenails, eat some milk and cookies, watch some movies, and pray, and just spend time with God. Just do whatever you find to be fun or relaxing. So just do those things and apply those 3 principles that you have to protect your rest, set your healthy boundaries. 1, take some mini vacations if you can. Reschedule your timeouts, all right? And then with that, you'll still be able to go after the things that God has called you to go after. You'll still be able to chase your dreams and really chase God as you go after what He's promised you. Remember that God always takes care of and pays for His idea. So those dreams that are on the inside of you, they're God's idea. So in the midst of that, God has already worked it out, but He's commanding you to rest. You must rest even during the peak of your season. God bless you. Get some sleep. Peace. That's good.